Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I just dropped my new bad boy membership program. This one is called 5 Advanced Ways to Build Sexual Tension. All right. So I'm going to show you a quick clip of this program, but I can't show you too much because there's a lot of detailed stuff in there that you would need to actually join the membership to get access to. Right. But I wanted to tell you that building sexual tension is very, very important when it comes to dealing with women, because you need to see if a woman is actually sexually attracted to you or if she's just like wasting your time and playing games, right? Because if you don't know how to build sexual tension, you're not going to find this out and you'll basically get your time wasted by women who aren't sexually attracted to you, right? So I'm going to show you this quick clip. After this clip, make sure you go to badboymembership.com or click the link below to check out this program plus other audio and video dating advice tutorials. All right, check this out. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about, sexual tension. We're going to be talking about, what is sexual tension? Why is sexual tension important? And then we're going to talk about how to build sexual tension. But not only that, we're going to talk about 5 advanced ways to build sexual tension. You feel what I'm saying? And so what's going to go down in this program is I'm going to be teaching you ways to really make this happen. When you're on a date with a girl or you are meeting a woman randomly at a bar or whatever it is, and to build that sexual tension to actually make things happen out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? So now let's first talk about, what is sexual tension? Let's get into this. What is sexual tension? So sexual tension refers to a feeling of excitement, anticipation, and attraction between two or more individuals that is not yet expressed through physical intimacy, right? So basically, in other words, what that means is that when you're dealing with a chick, the sexual tension means that it's a tense situation because you and that woman know that you guys are attracted to each other. And it's this anticipation of, is sex actually going to happen between you and the girl, right? And what happens is that in order to really build this, meaning build that tension, make it even more tense, make it more, a stronger thing, which is going to entice the woman to want to have sex, right? The way that you do this is what we're going to be talking about in this program. And I'm going to be talking about like advanced ways to do this. So when you're on those dates, when you're interacting with these women, right, they're going to be in a situation where they're going to really want it to happen because you are really building this stuff heavy, right? Because the thing is this, guys, is that if you are out here dealing with women and you do not build sexual tension, then nothing's really going to happen sexual with the woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. A woman could be there and she could be attracted to you sexually, but because you don't know how to build sexual tension, then the situation could fall flat. Because remember, you are the one who is leading and guiding the situation. So if you're not leading and guiding the situation, what could happen is that nothing could go down. And that's because you aren't really taking action to make something go down, right? Because I talked about this the other day on one of my live streams where I was talking about, a woman having high interest in you, is that part of her having high interest in you is that overall experience that she's having with you on the date or when she's interacting with you. So if you don't know how to build that sexual tension, right, then there's going to be basically nothing going on, right? And one key thing that you guys have to also understand about building sexual tension is this, right? Because I think a lot of guys get this confused. Building sexual tension is not about doing things or saying things to try to get or convince the woman to deal with you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not about you trying to get this girl who is not interested in you sexually, right, to be interested in you sexually, right? That's what a lot of guys think. They think, okay, this girl is a blank slate and I have to do these things in order to make her want to have sex with me. That's not what building sexual tension is, right? What you got to understand is that building sexual tension is building upon the sexual energy that is already there. You understand? So in other words, the woman already sees you as somebody that she would want to be sexual with, right? It's just like if I told you, to build a sandcastle, right? We're at the beach. I tell you to build a sandcastle. The reason why you could build the sandcastle is because sand is already there. You understand what I'm saying? If I told you, if there was a whole bunch of Legos and I said, hey, build me a Lego, car or a Lego, stairs or something or whatever it is like that, right? The reason why you can build that, why, is because there's Legos right there for you to make that happen. So the thing is, when we talk about, building sexual tension, there has to be sexual attraction there already. You see what I'm saying? But what you have to understand is that just because there's sexual attraction there already doesn't mean sex is going to happen. You need to build the sexual tension in order for you to lead and guide the situation towards sex. Because even if the woman is thinking about having sex with you, if you don't lead the situation, sex most likely won't happen because she's not going to lead. Jump into this. We're going to go into the 5 advanced ways to build sexual tension. Now, these are advanced ways because I had a program on the Bad Boy membership. I have it on there still. I have a program on there, titled How to Build Sexual Tension. But this one right here is, a little bit more advanced. I break things down, just a little bit more. And the thing is that you have to pay close attention to what I'm saying. And I would suggest that you write down what I'm saying so that you can have the examples and that you can practice these when you're out here, talking to women, going on dates and doing all that other extra stuff. Right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 1 through 5. And this is, I kind of put it in a sequence to where it's the easiest thing is first and then the most difficult thing later. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the more easier thing. And then it's going to go number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when it gets to 5, it's going to be a little bit more of the more complicated things to do. But then we're going to, go through all of these either way so that you can understand what's going on out here when we talk about this. All right. So let's jump into this, man. So 5 advanced ways to build sexual tension. Right. So now the first way to build sexual tension, first advanced way. And this is going to seem so simple, but it's actually very deep when I'm going to explain it and I'm going to break it down. So the first way is have